when I look at the stated goal of parity, and that is every driver, every team can buy the same parts and have the same opportunity to go win a race. I think that's a great stated goal. The problem is physics gets in the way.
Yeah.
And
true.
The car that's leading is going to have an advantage over the car that's in second, and it's quantifiable. And then so on and so forth throughout the rest of the field. And if you can't overcome that disadvantage, then what you're actually doing is handcuffing all the drivers and all the teams into an execution battle. It simply becomes a race of QC, Monday through Sunday. So in my view, what we've got to do, as wild as this is to say, in a world of 10 thou, I mean, we 10 thou this car to death now. Yeah. That is the secret, is there is no secret. But what we've got to do is make it harder. I think whether it's more horsepower or, you know, smaller footprint on the tires, which I think we could do, by the way. I mean, all the revisions that we've made to this car, how big a deal would it be to make a 2-inch narrow wheel from the inside and make the footprint of the tire smaller?
Right.
We simply have a horsepower to grip ratio imbalance. We knocked out 100 horsepower. We went to a wider tire. We went to independent rear suspension. We increased grip, decreased horsepower. That's too easy for you.
Right.
That's too easy for the race teams. And therefore, the physics disadvantage from however you line up on the track, given a scenario, is hard to overcome. Now, you do see the best teams still finding their way forward. It's interesting. I take a survey every week of how you're parking in the garage, right? How you're parking in the garage every week kind of gives you a litmus test for how are we doing. I had 2 Hendrick cars to my left, 1 to my right, 2 Toyotas to the right of that one. Pretty telling that the best teams are still finding their way to the front, but the optics it's harder than ever to pass. And I think it's just because it's a little bit too easy.
Yeah.